start recording. And hello, everybody. Hello, Vod. Hello, Cyrus. Hello, Jess. The Midnight Stream guy is here early. I am here a little bit early. And yes, I am the rock climber. I've been climbing a lot recently. Getting pretty strong. Hello, Ruby. It's been a sec since I've caught you. It's been a sec since I've streamed. I was visiting family for the past week and making some music, which I'm very excited about. I released 2 tracks on my music YouTube. So, instant plug there, the plug guy. But how's it going, everyone? What narrative should we push today? A good one or a devious one? Well, okay. Let's get back into the swing of things. I have like a couple of small goals. I don't know why quark gluon plasma is broken, but it has actually been working. We have 7 billion quark gluon plasma, which is more than we'll ever need, I think. So I'm gonna like let that do its thing. There's a couple of cool things we can do today. I am going to start the assembly on our 300 assembly line single core UAL that's going to deal with all of these horrible, horrible crafts for Stargate. So these are the frame parts. They require 125,000 seconds at UXV. So obviously we just need to put a bunch of energy into them. There's that, and Stargate chevrons. And then after that, it's pretty much just crafting. Um, and this is all free. I mean, most of it. So I've been slowly compiling some of the stuff we need. This is a really expensive recipe. We need 500 of these plates, 540 around. And each of these requires 64 of these bad boys. And I don't know if you've ever seen the recipe tree on one of these. Let me see if I can actually pull one up. I've been like slowly crafting them out as I go. Let me... This is for a single one of those parts. And we need 32,000 of each of these parts. It's still going. Holy shit, this is so long. Oh, I can't use the little bar at the bottom. Well, yeah, like look how big this fucking recipe is. This shows all the little intermediate steps that go into making a single recipe. Oh, I'm scroll in. So for example, to make what is this? A single infinite space-time energy boundary casing, we need whatever's under this, all the way down to like the smallest little things here, which is kind of crazy. Also, I gotta sip some water here. Thank you, Jess. How's it going, Jess? Cheers. And Cyrus, Ruby, how are you guys as well? I feel like you haven't been playing GTNH, Ruby. Yeah, so this goes on for a long, long while. I am only scrolling through a very small portion of this recipe. What is this? Am I crafting ME interfaces one at a time? Oh, wait. No, this shows off... What is this? Oh, wait. LUV, high amp transformer. Do you know what that is? That's there. I don't think there is a. Oh, there is an assembler recipe for this. Uh-oh, maybe I need to do this. What is this even for? What chat? Oh, active transformer. Okay, I need to fix this recipe then. Oh my gosh. I'm glad that I looked that up. But yeah, you can tell I need 32,000 of those blocks, and I've just been slowly crafting them. But basically, it's going to be a very long and expensive ride. But we're doing pretty well, as far as I can tell. All of like the sub things are almost done. There's a couple of like little tasks that I need to knock out of the park, but we're getting there. So I want to get those assembly lines today and get cracking on those big parts that we have been like struggling with. 32,000, fuck it. At work, I got this desk job this shift. Let's go. You got desk is good. Desk is good. And then hello, Lyrosphere. Of course I got the notification when showering. Hello, my friend. Is it Liro or Lyro? Liro is A. Lyro is B. I think it's Lyro, actually. Alright, let's try that out. That might have been actually most of the problem, now that I'm thinking about it, and I gotta think, are there any other like composite recipe steps that are also not assembler? I'm alive. There's been personal things going on. I'm going to hop back on soon. I await it. So I very patiently, Ruby. It's nice to have you around. So let's get this bad boy goes into this. All right, well, let's just do this from the start by Lefe. Okay, hit this, which needs one of these, which I need to put in an assembler, which needs one of these. Let's put this down here. Let's double check if we're doing this in the molecular assembler, and we are, which is so cursed, and that's probably why this has been slow. And then let's grab this as well. Oh my gosh, hello, Crombread. Crom over here, the dev of the new Mega Centrifuge. How's it going, my friend? And hello, Delta GTNH. How's it going? Are you close to gate? Yeah, we're getting closer every day, my friend. We've got most of like the parts or like the items, the basic items that we need to get started. Now we just need to put the assembly together. I feel like if I IKEA this, like IKEA mindset this, it's gonna be a lot easier. But yeah, I've been like assembling smaller things slowly. Let's look at this again. Um, what is it again? Gallifreyan, this bad boy. That made the crafting time significantly faster. And I wonder, this looks so much smaller. Let's see if there's any more molecular assembler things that we can like knock off the list. What is this? Dyson swarm stuff. It's looking fairly good. A little renaming for fun. Oh my gosh. More renaming. All right, okay. Okay, I'm happy with that. And this is sort of almost done. Let me just hit that. Just saw the streaming symbol, my DMs decided to pop in. Well, hello. It goes well, Crom. I'm doing pretty good. We're just gonna set up some assembly lines today. These are all our circuit assembly lines. I made a little space. We're gonna do a single core hooked up to probably around 300 UAALs. I can fit 168 on this platform if I do 8 per chunk. And I want to hook them all up to one single core. So we can do smart blocking mode. You'll figure it. You'll see what I mean when we get there. Sorry, English. Let's just, I guess we can just do this by hand. Might be easier to copy. Yeah, we're getting a new centrifuge. I'm very excited. All right, I'm just gonna copy that. Setting up that final info must feel great. It's been a journey for sure. We'll see. I mean, it's nice to like be done. Like, so all of this mass processing stuff, I don't think much of this needs upgrades anymore. Like, I could UMV hatch some of this stuff and like, but like the cutting machines, I don't know if I'm gonna touch that anymore. I might UXV hatch these if I really need to, because these are only rocking 2 UMV. But yeah, it is very satisfying to just be like, all right, this is the last thing I'm doing. Like, just set it down, put it down. All right, so the way this is going to work is I need to do some funky business. We're gonna remove all of this jazz. That just looks like it's not being powered at all, which is fine. UXV 16, nope, that's 4096. 16K wireless energy hatch. That moves 8 trillion EU per tick. Hello, Salt. How's it going, my friend? I hope you're doing well today. Ah, it's nice to catch up with everyone. It's been a minute since I've been on. And we do actually need to do real data hatch, which I think I can share. What is this? Shouldn't that be a data hatch? Am I crazy? Also, I feel like my FPS is dropping rapidly and I don't really know what that's about. Let me see if I can I turn off previewing? Something is going on. I see Firefox. Let's turn off Firefox. That might help. There we go. Data hatch 2. Okay. Hello, Rebel Rogue. How's it going? It's been a while, but it's good to see you. It's good to see you too, my friend. How are you doing? How's your GTNH playthrough? I just assume that if you're here, you have played GTNH before or are in the process of a run. Okay, let's just do this one at a time and then I'll copy paste. So we need a max size AAL because every single one of these recipes is 16 slices, like this one, all 16 slices. What is this recipe, by the way? What? Oh, and it's not happy with me. Somehow I got an achievement for that. I'm not really sure about that, chat, but I'll take it. Hello, Orange Creamsicle. How's your playthrough going? Had a world up to 2K hours and up to LUV, but I switched to nightly. A slightly easier pack so I can come back later. That makes sense. You gotta do what makes you happy, right? Oh my god, we got another dink water. And hello, Pokewo. How's it going? Cheers. First time chatter. How much wait time after you complete the infra to make all the components? That's a good question. So, I did a calculation. I don't remember what the output of this is. Ultra Prodigy gave me a fantastic program for this, and we can calculate this. So let's just take the Stargate frame parts as part of the equation. So this we need about 2,500 of, and this takes 125,000 seconds at UXV. That is minus all of the processing I need to actually make the inputs. So let's keep that in mind here. And I'm going to use Ultra Prodigy's thing here, aal.lua. So it's a UXV recipe. I'm using UXV Energy Hatch. Completes 125,000 seconds, 16 slices, and let's say we're using 168 machines, which is half of the amount that I plan on using. So if I am giving them each over 8,064 amps, each single part should take 7,812 seconds. However, because of the way that the thing does the advanced assembly line, like does it piece by piece, each part ends up taking about 488 seconds, give or take. So divide that by like 160, 200, right? 2,000 pieces. So that's like 1,000 times whatever this is. Yeah, that's a lot. We have a lot ahead of us, chat. Yeah. I don't know the calculation on that, 2,000 frame parts, because like it's kind of complicated with the way the AALs work, but it's going to be a lot of waiting. Didn't realize I was first time. Mainly watched the VOD since UHV. Well, welcome in. It's lovely to see you. And how is your Gregtech playthrough going? Alright, so advanced stocking, we can share all of this because it's single core. We want advanced stocking input buses throughout the like the entire thing, and then an output bus can go straight in the middle, actually. I need to turn all of these to auto pull and all that. Oh gosh. Here's my ME output bus, and then throw that in there. Do we recipe check on change? No. I feel like we actually leave this as is. Just click on the automatic item pulling part, the auto pull. Great, that's all working. And then we'll do this first slice will be the one that wakes it, maybe? Recipe check on change 10 ticks? I don't know, that seems laggy. I'll just leave it as is. Hopefully it works. Hello, Kyoki, Kyome. Do you plan on making an advanced assembly guide? Advanced? Oh my gosh. Please forgive me. Do you plan on making an advanced assembly line guide? It's such a fascinating multi. You know what? That's actually a really good... That's one of the things that I was thinking about. And I might do that. That's a good idea. Because like it is such a confusing machine on paper, but once you get to know it, it really does make sense. Okay. I'm going to do something illegal, chat. Because these AALs are going to be handling extremely slow recipes, I'm going to give this a regular output bus. I'm going to give it an ender chest. Don't tell anyone, okay? Don't tell anyone I did that. And then we're going to do ME... No, maintenance. Where does maintenance go on this thing? Can I put it here? Will that be happy if I do that? Doesn't like that. Was this prior a complete structure? No. What am I missing, chat room? 27-hour wait time? Okay, that's actually pretty good. I left it after doing an automated epoxid line in EV, but will soon return. That's like the best part is EV and beyond, in my opinion. Oh, maintenance goes on bottom. Wait. Let's check. So data has to go second slice on any side. Oh, and maintenance does go on the bottom. Thank you. Wonderful. I wonder if I can share it here. Chat. If it works, it works. So what's wrong with this side then? Advanced stocking input. Why are you unhappy, sir? Anyone see anything? I'm genuinely vexed. Assembler machine casing, but... Solid steel machine casing. Okay, there we go. So, the struggle with this is I need to figure out how to make this... Each slice needs to be on a wholly different subnet. And, oh, the first thing that I immediately notice... Here's what we're going to do. I'm actually going to turn this around so it faces the inside of the chunk. Let's do that. Okay. And that way I can put all of my input buses in the middle here. And that might actually be super helpful going forward. Just like that guy in loading screen art. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, actually know exactly what you mean. The pipe forest, yes. Oh my gosh. There's like this very funny loading screen art. Oh wait, I can't do that. That's illegal. What am I doing? I'm trying to copy and paste the same thing at the same time. Illegal. Huge. Okay. Let's take these ender chests. There's a guy who like submitted a screenshot to the Discord, and basically it's just his entire AAL setup with a bunch of ender chests, which I might be using. Don't tell anybody. Hello. Stepped out to eat some dinner. What did you have for dinner? Alright, so we need some dense cable, first of all, to hook all this up. And let me think about this. So if we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 times 3 is 36 channels. So if we include the advanced stocking hatches, we're going to be a little bit screwed unless I'm formulating an idea in my mind. Let's do something cursed here. Let's take this. Reset. Oh man, I would not be able to do anything endgame without matter manipulator. Holy moly. Imagine building that by hand and then doing it 100 more times. Pork cutlets and rice was proper. Proper is such a fire way to call your food. I'm telling Aditya, please do. It does not happen a lot recently where you need two P2Ps by 2 to 4 channels. Oh, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, a lot of people use wireless at endgame now, which, or at least a lot of the endgamers do. I'm not cool enough, apparently. Okay, here's my idea. Oh my god, I had a better idea instantly. We can just do this 2 channels per side, right? So, okay, wait. What's wrong with you? Ah. Alright, send me 1,000 advanced stocking input buses post-haste ME system. Dude, one thing I love about being an endgame is anything that I craft now, because my infrastructure is so, like, brawlic, it's nothing to me. Nothing scares, nothing phases me anymore. Just like, it's amazing. It's so nice. Dude, yeah, shout out to Recursive Pineapple for real. He pretty much carried my run by inventing the matter manipulator. Hello, Blade Master. How's it going? Yeah, it has been a minute. Oh, you know what I totally did not do, chat? I'm gonna have to go do this by hand on all of them. I need to enable auto pull on these bad boys. Oh no. I can probably like copy paste this. Mark copy. I guess that works both ways, right? There you go. Did you see the texture I made for the hypercooler? I did. It looks lovely. You can use a screwdriver to enable it? That's huge news, actually. That would have been really helpful to know. But thank you for letting me know. Let's just triple check. There we go. Okay. So here's my thought. We're going to do... I'm going to bring this cable out here. I'm going to use this chunk over to the side to do all of my connections. I could do it in the middle, perhaps. No, that's gross. Let's split it down here. And then I'll give it one more block. And we'll use an ME controller. Neutronium energy cell, where are you? I need you so bad. I also need to think about how these are going to stack, now that I'm remembering correctly. Let's do this. Set mode, cables, set cable, U. Hello, GGT Keiki. How's it going, my friend? I'm doing pretty well. What about you, my friend? You a GTNH player? You locked in for some content? All right. What the fuck do I do here? So, if I perhaps alternate where this goes, but I also need to alternate where the, okay, wait. So let's do this and then this. So we've got two subnets. Each one is not connected to each other, and they all are responsible for these stalking input hatches and buses. And then basically we need to take whatever is going to be slice one and somehow attach it to this using wireless or some other method. I think it might be a good idea to work on the input right now, like make a subnet for each slice. This is weird. I watched VODs on 2x speed. Now do me a favor and chug a Red Bull. Hello, Teeksta. How's it going? How are you doing? That's a crazy first message. I like that. EBF account. Oh, okay. Let's go. We've exchanged a few words in Gen Chat before. That's not unlikely. I am a lurker. ME controller. And I need to think how many channels I need. Oh my gosh, this is so much space to commit to this. Let me think about this. My lamp is flickering, so if my power goes out, good luck, chat. That's all I can say. That is all I can say. I've never thought about the inconvenience of 32 channels per face, and there isn't any way to improve it like 128. I haven't thought about that either because, like, frankly, I feel like it's more than enough if you're really, really smart about it. I like the problem solving that you have to do with channels. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my God, we need 16 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 9. Yeah, we can probably stretch this. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We need 20 total, so we just barely cannot fit like this. I guess I'll try with a gap of 2. Just made my infusion altar and I'm mid MV. Lovely. Infusion is huge. If you get those Boots of the Traveler, that's the best right there. That's where it's at. Okay, that would be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Perfect. Let's hook up all the stuff we need for this. So the way this is going to work is like a normal assembly line. We need to divide the inputs to all of these different subnets, right? The only difference in the way that I'm doing it right now is because I need to distribute these subnets to so many different AALs. I need to be a little more, I need to like make it a little more robust than normal. So the way I'm going to do that is we can do quantums or singularities. We have 21 digital singularity cells. We might as well flex, right? And then I'm going to do, I don't want to like have faces that are not being efficiently used, but I guess we'll just make a little design first. Let's do a cable here to monitor the items. An interface to insert the items. Maybe this is the wrong way to do this, actually. Interface, storage bus. And then we'll have some cable inserting recipes from mainnet and distributing them, which should work perfectly. 2K stream pog? What does that mean? Hello, Finger Dash. How's it going? I got most of the stuff for the boots. I'm just trying to find the Thaumic Restorer research for Potion of Flight. Would you like a hint on where it is, or are you doing like finding it for fun at this point? 1440, let's go. That's huge. All right, what am I doing? Let's hook up the subnet, and I'll just copy this. Flip, not Z. Flip Y, flip X. Huge. Oh gosh, hello. Mark copy. Oh gosh. How do I copy this module? Wait, I gotta think about this. Mark copy maybe from here? Okay. And then we'll do this. Edit transform, reset, edit stack. Huge. That's huge. Oh, big. Okay, we're in. We're in. Bucket we ball. Okay, and we need to do some fluid storage ones at the end here. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, and these will be for fluid storage. We'll do from left to right here. You should record an audiobook explaining all the processes and depths of GTNH. You have a soothing timbre to your voice. Don't take offense that I use your gods to go to your VODs to go to sleep. I actually love that. That's probably my favorite compliment because I'm gonna be honest to you, chat. My favorite music is music that I can go to sleep to because that music is the music that like draws me into a world. If it like sucks me in to the point that I'm like in the story, in the setting, that's when I get the sleepiest, and that is the highest compliment of them all for me. So I actually really appreciate that. Oh, and you know what? I just totally thought about this. Channels. We have channels. I gotta pay attention. Gotta lock in. I am sweating in here. Oof. And set mode cables, set cable. I'm gonna make an entire another subnet just to receive the items, which is really funny to me, honestly. And then I think we can get rid of the one that's in the exact middle, because we should have 21 slices of this. And then we can use this for like item distribution here. So this is 4 slices of fluids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 16 slices of items, which is perfect. That's exactly what I want. It's a shame that Twitch decided to ban watching streams higher than 720p from Russia. But with a little magic, everything becomes possible. Let's fucking go. That's huge. I did not know that that was the case. That's some funny Russia lore right there. Okay, so this subnet will send all of our items to be deposited within each of these subnets, which will be dedicated to the slices on the AAL. If that is not convoluted, I don't know what is. And then we're going to get a dual interface here. We need advanced blocking. And the reason I chose this specific setup is because we're going to do smart blocking. So what I want this to be able to do is I want it to take one recipe and I want it to be able to feed it one at a time, but also use the breadth of all like 100 to 300 AALs that we attach to this. And the thing about these really long recipes is sometimes the inputs take a long time to craft, and you want this first Stargate frame part to hit the AAL as fast as humanly possible. So when I encode this recipe, which I guess I can just do it right now, I am going to literally do this with one at a time. And that allows it to insert the recipe. And so this smart blocking, what it does is if it detects that there is like the same recipe within the contents of that subnet, it goes, all right, cool. I'm going to insert it again into the subnet. And it allows you to do multiple of one recipe at the same time, which is really cool. It's a good feature. I do wonder how it works with advanced assembly lines, though. Seems tenuous. I'm gonna let the chat. I'm gonna just let that be that comment be. 125k seconds. What the fuck? Yeah, welcome to Endgame. Yeah, basically you just need to pour several trillion EU per tick of power into the recipe and then call it a day. Is essentially the moral of the story. And this is going to be our main net. And I guess I could just wireless this. And I'll color this cyan. And for this to work, I guess all of that's fine. I guess that's fine. Yeah. Fuck it. Okay, so what do I want to do here? Maybe I'll move the neutronium energy cells. Oh, this is something I definitely need to do. I'm going to get out a very special thing that I think you should all know about, which is a priority card. And this thing has a really cool mode. Apply priority to targets in decrement by 1. So we're going to do priority 0. Right click this, priority 0, -1, -2, and -3. And all you had to do is right click 3 times. I think this card is wonderful. I don't know who made it, but it's a great feature. And this will allow us to place the items in order into our subnets. That all works. Perfect. Let's just triple check. -15. Great. So we're going to go over to the slice one. I feel like I want to move this neutronium energy cell, if I'm going to be completely honest. Kind of annoying me. But for now, I'll just do this. So I need to find a way to observe the contents, both liquid and item, of this subnet and this subnet. I need to think about how I want to do this. I think the most channel efficient way to do this would be to put an interface down for every slice and then have it observe the contents of the interface using storage buses, right? Okay. So let's try that actually. I think I have a good idea of how I could make that happen. Do we have light gray small cables? Yes, we do. Okay. Let's do that, and then light gray goes here. How do you calculate EU amounts by first number rounded up? What do you mean by that? I just look, if you look at the bottom, it says throughput 8.7 trillion EU per tick. That's one of them. Are you talking about for recipes or for hatches? This is fucking UXV, I guess. GTNH is the most convenient inconvenient pack ever. Yeah, they give you one of the funniest comments I've ever seen was GTNH solving the problems that it created, which is essentially exactly what it does on a daily, right? Just creates a bunch of problems for you. Okay, that. Or maybe I do the fluids on the back here, because that would actually make my life a little bit easier. So we'll do storage bus here and here for fluids, regular storage bus for items, interface, dual interface. All right, this is where it gets insane, right? Because I need to do either some insane color coding or something crazy. I guess there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There are 16 colors exactly, chat. So we could use do a rainbow AAL right here. And thank you for the sub, Lyrosphere. How's it? That's very kind of you. I'm glad. Money. I appreciate that. I've been funneling all that money into buying plugins for my music, and I actually put out two like tracks today that I'm really proud of. One's like Destiny video game soundtracky, and one of them is, what is the other one? The other one is electronic, like synthwave. All right, so spray can white, and then I guess this can be white as well because it's still on channel 1, right? Let's do that and that. Okay. And now we do the second one here, which is light gray. You're also light gray. Oh my god, this is like a jigsaw puzzle, bro. What the fuck? But I think low-key, that actually might work. And here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a little redesign here. Nope, nope. Like that. There we go. Come on, let me do what I gotta do. Holy. There we go. And then cable. I guess I could color all of these cables to the color that they... Oh wait, that would be kind of cool though. You could see all the rainbow terminals. That might be pretty sick. Pride Month AAL. Dude, exactly. That would go so hard. Hello, Uncountably, by the way. How are you doing? How's your playthrough going? Alright, let's grab 4 fluid terminals. Bunch of item terminals here. This is actually a really fun project to do. Like the logistical thinking that you need to do to hook up this type of like AAL on this scale, I don't mind this. I was really taken aback by the 125,000 second timer, and it really did piss me off at first, but because I'm not having any like lag issues, I'm having a great time actually. But I know a lot of endgamers, the problem is they run into lag issues and it's not really like anything interesting. Okay, so here's what should happen. Our second slice should have access to these wireless connectors. That's huge. Oh my gosh. All right, it works. And then let's put something in the first slice. Let's put the priority card in the first slice. So if we check down here, it has access to the priority card too. That's perfect. That's exactly what we want. So I'm gonna take this out, this out. Another thing that makes this work is these digital singularities only accept one type of items. That's really important for AAL automation. Molding at hydrogen. Oh no, what tier are you at? Okay, now we just need to do all of the hookup, which is gonna be crazy. Let's see, let's do light gray then black. What other colors do we have, chat? I guess we just go red, orange, yellow, right? Maybe we do brown first. I don't think I've ever made brown cable willingly. I'm gonna do save search strings on. So we'll do red, orange, yellow, green, and there's 3 fucking blues. So we'll do cyan, then light blue, then blue. I feel like we missed something along the way, but I think we're gonna be okay. And then I think it goes just... Chat, am I bad at counting or what? Yellow. Oh, we forgot lime. How could I? Oh my gosh. And then there's pink as well. Colors with 9. Okay, so wait. Lime. Green. Lime. Ooh. Ugly ass color, bro. Um, let's just get a couple of those. And what else were we missing? Was it pink? I don't think we have a pink dense cable. Yeah. Okay. So let's grab. Oh, we got to restructure now. Okay. Got lime, green, cyan, light blue, dark blue, purple, magenta, and pink. That's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's pretty cool. Lime is so similar to regular green. In the game, I don't know if I like that. That's such an ugly color, but because it's rainbow, it should be fine. And then I think because we've alternated this, I can just yeah. I'm gonna do some matter manipulating. So looking at yours, I might need to tweak my monitor settings. Oh no. I'm sure that like the color bit depth or whatever is not the finest on Twitch. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sure there's some color compression going on, right? This is certainly something. Gay AALs will conquer Stargate, I suppose. And you know what? I actually really support that. I'm a proponent of gay AALs. This is my Pride Month post, I guess. Steam Summer Sale is going pretty good. Too bad all the games I bought are just gonna sit while I play Gregtech. That's pretty real, actually. Yeah. Yeah, getting there. Magenta. So I will probably do, there's going to be a lot of wireless connecting in the background, and I might do that off stream, but I will do this first line with you guys because I think that'll be fun. Set mode copying. But we're going to take some shortcuts here. We're going to use Matter Manipulator, obviously, and use it to the best of our ability. Oh, and lag a little bit. There we go. Oh no. Have mercy on our souls, chat. I think we need to go through and craft all these by hand. Should I make a crafting pattern for this? Is that crazy? Yeah, it is crazy. Let me just handcraft a bunch of these. We probably need, let's get a couple more of those. GALL. Yeah, actually, yeah. Yes. Stargate. I'm a fan. I like it. Okay. What are we missing? Oh gosh. Red. That's one. There we go. Let's just get two big stacks of that. Definitely don't have brown. We have orange. Okay. Have a little bit of green. Do we have blue? Yeah. Might as well make another stack though. No purple. Oh shit, we're at a dense cable. What the hell? Can I just... I feel like 10 million might be too much. Let's do 1 million. Let's do 1 million. I'm not that mean. Wait. Why are we making silicone rubber? Don't I have this QFT? Or maybe I was running out of chlorine. Shit. Maybe I do need another QFT. Dude, why are these rods? Why are you so slow? I hate the lathe. Chat, I think that the lathe I think the lathe needs to get publicly executed. This fucking thing, dude. Oh my. Okay, I think I figured out why we ran out. Oh no. Oh. Dude, wait, that's actually a fire screenshot right there. Wait. Remember Nyan Cat? That's oh my god, that's so huge. That actually looks kind of cool. I cannot lie. We need to do some connection there. The gay AAL is breaching containment. Oh, I need to turn off Quake Pro. That's my like #1 rule of screenshots. Okay, let's get that. Dude, for real. That is such a nice picture right there, honestly. I cannot complain. Ooh. Okay, set it to air. Goodbye. He was turned to stone. Literally Nyan Cat cables? Exactly. Dude, that's what I was thinking. I did it on purpose, chat. Okay. Now that heaven or hell is frozen over, do we have enough cables? The gay has emerged from the black, desolate factory. That is true. That's what I say every time I get out of stream, you know? Okay, yellow cable, which I will never use in my life. Oh, it's this miserable fucking Certus quartz rod. Oh no. Wait, that cannot be that long of a craft. There's no chance, right? I think I multiplied these a little too hard, chat. Let me give a little cancel Rooney. I do believe I like multiplied all my wire mill recipes. I think this might have been caught in the crossfire, Loki. Where are you? $524,000 quartz fiber. I feel like that's fine though. Maybe is the Certus quartz cable, is that an assembler recipe? Yeah, it is. Actually, I know where this is. Fuck it, we teleport. Oh, yes, 2 million at a time. Okay. That does check out. Sorry about that, chat. 1 million is fine. That's fine too. Actually, I don't know if I have regular rubber anymore. Silicone. Does that go through? Is it already trying to go through? Okay, you're not gonna be happy. I feel like Gregtech. Moin, Necker. How's it going, my friend? Well, Addictive has taught me a vocabulary of swear words I didn't even know existed. Is that my bad? Am I a bad influence, chat? Dude, Why is this so slow? Oh, we got our dense covered cables though. Alright, alright. Everything's okay. Yellow. And light gray and black. Finally found it, thank God. What did we find today? Wait, light gray. Oh, no, regular gray. Okay. Where is regular gray? Are you using a crib? Because I think it said each craft was 17 million rods. Oh, yeah, it was. I'm definitely using cribs at this point. And yes, that was 17 million quartz rods, which would take a hot minute. And I think that's going to be doing that for a while. And we need to get the gray ones now. I think that's it. Then we can be gay. Sonic restored. Nice. Let's go. I did all of my Icorium research by hand, and I told someone in chat, I think someone else said this also, like, if I ever start a new game, I'm just gonna cheat in all the research because I already did it on this character. So it'll be like a rebirth of sorts. Okay. So we need neutronium, energy cells, ME controllers. Oh, and we need regular cable. I guess we could do just like uncolored cable here, which would be fine. And then all I need to do is attach all this shit up. And act like I'm not incapable of FPS aiming. Oh my god. This is why I suck at Valorant, chat. Okay, that's a stack right there. Shibuya, sing out on the world. That's not right. So each of these subnets here should, yep, there's 12 slices, or 12 components on each side. There's 18 on each of these, including, and there's 19 if you include the interfaces. That is perfect. All we need is storage bus and interface. And then we just wireless this up to each like subnet for each slice. Oh man, this is such a convoluted and cool structure. I actually really like this. This is kind of fun. Let's get some hubs and connectors. Wait, I wasn't before our... Uh, I don't know. Can you re-ask that question, Ruby? I'm not sure if I understood what the question was. Hello, Crow Witch. How's it going, my friend? I've missed every recent stream. Nice haircut. Thank you. The person who got me like lined me up really crazy, and I don't normally get like a fade or anything, but she gave me like a fade, which I was not expecting, and now I look like a Peaky Blinder, like one of those English mob henchmen from the TV show with Cillian Murphy. I think it's funny. I don't think this is my preferred haircut, but you said we can be gay, so I was saying, wait, I could. Oh. No, you couldn't before, actually. I hadn't made it legal until just now, so sorry. I would say I don't make the rules, but I make the rules, so. Okay, we got that. Oh, I don't need to go all the way back there. Black for slice 4. And we got 1, 2, 3, Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How are you doing, Crow Witch? Also, hello, Annie. How are you doing, my friend? I hope you're well. Wanted to craft a healing axe, so now I had to kill a wither. Why not just kill all of them? Yeah, dude, the healing axe, the wither grind at the beginning is actually huge. I didn't really. The skulls are so hard to get, which is crazy. Thank God for special mobs allowing wither skellies to spawn from regular spawners. That is true. I just set up flatline that wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it would be. Nice. Did you do like the full osmium, rhodium, all that shit? That shit is scary. Honestly, Platline is like the scariest line in the entire pack. I cannot lie. After you've conquered Platline, I'd say you're like pretty set up to just complete the game. I cannot even lie to you. Okay. That. Now let me color all of these correctly. I'm good. It's been a while. How was the vacation? It was good. Not quite a vacation, but it gave me some good time to catch up on music and stuff. And I don't know. I've been cooking with my music recently, in my opinion, and I'm going to use that music to hopefully get a job. I'm setting up a website of all the music that I've made, and I'm gonna try to take some informational interviews with like video game composers and movie composers and see what I can make of that. Because I have made some really cool tracks recently that I would love to share with you guys, actually. I guess we can listen to. Let's listen to them right now. Fuck it. Sorry, chat. I'm doing it to you. So the first track is called Seraphim, and it's part of an album that I'm working on of like futuristic house music and like dark disco and stuff like that. Here's this. It's a little loud, but helps the experience. All byproducts. I'm in Moni though. It might be a little simpler than New Horizons. Well, it's still big either way. Congratulations. Let me know if this is like too loud. I'm gonna turn it down just fractionally. Oh, that's not right. This needs to be a wireless hub. What am I doing? Light gray, gray. Okay, red. Oh no! Well, I will post the link in chat in a sec. Is the GTNH team planning on replacing the title screen music from the FNAF song or whatever it is? Actually, funny you asked that. So they don't want to replace it, which I'm not a huge fan of it, but Dream Master really likes it, so we're gonna keep it for him. And a couple of other people have voiced that they like it in the pack. But I actually composed another menu theme that's coming in 2.8 that will like work alternatively, um, which I think is really cool, and I'm excited for that happening. All right, we do need to put this one in here. And that's also not a hub. There we go. Look at that. That is a gay AAL right there. We're gonna not turn on batch mode. This is my favorite part, by the way. Thank you, Annie. The best music I heard was from Rhythm ND in the GBB quarterfinals of 2021. I don't know what that means. That is a lot of acronyms that I've never heard before. Okay. How many channels are being used here? Pretty tired today, so I'm just gonna lurk. Have a nice stream, everyone. Thank you for stopping in, Annie. I appreciate you. I hope you're well today. I hope you get some good rest, and thank you for popping in again. Much love, my friend. I like this. I'll put it to my menu screen. I actually can teach you guys how to do that. I'm not gonna lie. I know the tech now. Is that not connected? What's going on here? Okay. I think that's now connected. Well, yeah, that's that track. All right, now we have these patterns. So, oh, that's also me. But yeah, that's one of them that I'm excited about. Here, I'll post the link to that. Oh my gosh. In chat, that's Seraphim. And then also there's another one that I don't think I'll play on stream right now. But this is like a video game soundtrack, pretty much heavily inspired by Destiny, that I made this week with the help of some drum synths that I bought from the money that you guys have been providing me through your subscriptions and your tips and donations and the 24-hour stream. So yeah, that all of your money is going toward my music career, I guess. Let's give this a rip, right? Let's get we did research last time. So we have some data sticks. We have this Stargate frame part and Stargate containment plate. Let's chuck these. Maybe we'll make a new thing for this, although I'm not sure I'll ever need any of this other stuff again. For now, I'll throw that in there. And I guess we should just try making one of each of these, right? Like, how bad could it be? Oh, I forgot to do the any circuit thing. Okay, right. That's fine. This needs to be pico circuit or quantum circuit. And then this probably needs to change as well. Oh, I guess we're good. I guess we're good. So what are we missing? Some long rods. I can do that. Hello, Carrick. How's it going, my friend? How are you? Looks like you're pretty close to gate. Congrats. Thank you. We're celebrating with this gay advanced assembly line. I'm going to print out one of each part to confirm that this works. And then I think on my own time, I'm going to multiply this out at least 7 times, and I might do a second layer of this as well, but we'll see. I think 168 AALs should be like, I don't know, 20 hours of AAL time, which is not that much, right? So I don't know if I'll go for the full 300 and risk lagging out my game. But yeah, let's go make patterns for all of this stuff that we're missing. I'm doing good, thanks. I'm probably going to do another run in 2.9. That sounds like that's my plan pretty much. Until they add knack or anything like that, I don't think I'm ready to do a run. Mag matter. White dwarf matter. Black dwarf matter. Who'd have thought, right? Hypogen. And Shirobon. All of this we have in like high quantities, so this should not be that bad of a craft. Other than the insane wait time from the AAL, should be fine. Uh, do I look up long rod chat? I feel like oh, found it. Let's go. Can we craft one of these? I guess so. Let's go observe real quick. Hello, perfect you. Would you consider doing a super symmetry run after gate? I have plans. Okay, my first plans are I'm gonna make a bunch of videos after gate. So I'm gonna take like maybe a month off, make a video on reflecting on the pack, make a video on how I made the soundtrack to 2.8, and maybe some other like smaller videos on other things, like maybe an advanced assembly line guide would be nice. And then I'm gonna do a Nomi factory run. And then I'm going to do Silk Song. I think there was something else in between that I wanted to do. One of those things, it's in some type of order like that, is pretty much how I'm going, I think. Supersymmetry seems too similar to GTNH for me, you know? I would consider it though. Alright, what is this phononic stuff? And what is the throughput issue here? Oh, I know what that is. We can fix this really, really easily. Knack is really needed. Not going to do anything before it gets added. Yeah, that's exactly my thought as well. Like, why bother? Just suffering. Why is this pattern in here? This vexes me. Oh, it's because there's no... Oh, no. Why are you like this? Is this a Bartworks thing? No, it's not Bartworks. Okay. There's no fluid solidifier recipes for some things, and it really annoys me. Do I leave it like this? Maybe I put the pattern... I'll do that and put it in my black hole compressor. I promise that when I get Stargate, I will get an EBF tattoo. I actually have a bounty up. I forgot how much money I said. Oh yeah, if someone drops, I literally said $20,000 because I don't want anyone to do this. I will get a 6" by 6" GTNH related tattoo on my body if someone drops that type of money. Okay, let's throw this pattern into the compressor. Yeah. 6-phase copper nanites, tier 3. Whatever, we'll live. Open computers only run when... Oh my god, that is so cursed. Okay, I have this feeling that because we have exactly 1024 of these, that I'm missing a non-consumable item that I need to make these happen. So let me think about this. NC Energized Tesseract. Yeah, okay, I think I moved some stuff around. Oh, it really annoys me that that's spelled with an S and not a Z. I'm too American for this. Okay, that should start up some nanoforges. Oh, big. Ooh, 2.6 per second. I highly recommend you playing Nomi Expert Mode without using Solar. I actually want to go the exact opposite. You know, I want to do Nomi on easy mode with Solars. Like, I want to have the easiest time ever. I want to, like, enjoy myself fully. That's my goal with Nomi. Funny goal, I know, right? Someone did, okay, I have been trying Factorio, or I did it one stream where I gave Factorio a try. I'm not sure if I'm super into it. I will give it more tries. I'll have some more variety days. Ooh, it might be crafting. So check it out, chat. Oh, wait. I know exactly where I went wrong here. I need to put fluid singularity cells in here. There we go. So, you should see that each slice is slowly getting all of the items they need. And I'm assuming one of these AALs is actually on. Okay, here we go. It got all the items that it needs, and it's starting the 7,800 second craft. Each slice takes 488 seconds, and if I load up 16 recipes into one AAL, it will do each slice back to back, right? So theoretically, if we're just loading recipes infinitely and using the advanced assembly line as efficiently as possible, each part should take 488 seconds per assembly line. Um, that's not going to be the case here because we only need 2,000 parts, and I'm making like 168 AALs times 16 slices is over the 2,000 parts that we need. But I am glad that this is going through and crafting. I'm gonna queue up the Stargate radiation containment thing, and we're gonna get all this stuff we need for this. I did that in a black hole. Yeah, that's my plan. Let me catch up with chat. GBB is the biggest tournament for beatboxing. That's pretty cool. Moni Factory is more updated Nomi Factory. I don't like like modern packs. I'm a sucker for old packs. They have some type of charm that the modern packs just don't have for me. You know what I'm saying? What's the infrastructure required for one Stargate per hour? I don't think that exists. I don't think that's possible in vanilla. I think you just run into like several problems, including the fact that you can't really like there are some problems you can't solve by spamming more because at a certain point lag becomes an issue and like actual space to put things down. It's a whole thing. Oh gosh. I think I'm running out of space in this interface. That's so embarrassing. Here's what we're gonna do. I guess we can just do another interface, right? That's like not the biggest deal. And then we don't need blocking. We don't need anything special. We just need cable. And pattern cards. It's not the cleanest solution, chat, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Black hole at compressor. Divine Journey 2 is peak. I've heard a lot of good things about DJ2. It's to the point where I would consider it, right? Okay, and then I think I'll just put some of the funky stuff in this as well. And that works. Okay, now we need super dense universium plates. Lovely. How long does that take? 156 seconds? We should probably do a bunch of these at once. Like 1024 sounds right. Eternity. Mag matter. All right, let's try this again. Stargate radiation containment casing. Okay, and we're missing universium plates. That 65K is that hurts me a little. Let's do that. Fluid shaper mold plate. Let's head that there. Whoops. All right, I'm gonna queue that up. I think that's fine. Oh my god, that is such a recipe for something so small. I need 500 of those. And the thing is, see these Gallifreyan stabilization field generators? I need 64 of them for every single one of these plates. And it's so fucking painful because I need like 32,000 for an entire 2 gates worth. I've been slowly crafting these, and they take so long. 7.1 million seconds is 82 days solid. NEI integration on GTNH is so nice. I miss it in other packs. Yeah, I know I'm gonna be missing so much good shit in from GTNH. Hopefully this works. Okay. I think that makes me pretty like satisfied, honestly. I think I'm really happy with that. And I'm just gonna let that cook for a while. We're gonna come back and get each one of those plates, and that's gonna be some like pretty sizable progress, honestly. We'll get that. That's kind of expensive. We could order a single chevron though. I guess that wouldn't be the end of the world. Not that it would do anything. We do need these ridiculously large capacitors. Let's check off some other small things on my checklist for things to do, and then, yeah, I think I might call it after that. So here's my tasks. We've got single core UAL. So on my own time, I'm going to multiply that by a little bit. Stargate crystals. Let's do that. That's going to be fun. So there are 3 Stargate crystals that I need. I've started collecting stuff for almost all of this, but basically I need 2 core crystals because each of these goes into 1 Stargate base. So I'm making 2 Stargates. Each of those requires 64 of this crystal dust and 1 controller crystal, which goes into the Stargate controller. So in total, we need 128 of these Stargate crystal dusts. Each one of them takes 1 billion subatomically perfect water, which I think is really fucking funny. But yeah, and then we need some Eta Mesons and stuff. But let's mix this Stargate crystal dust. Oh, and I literally can't multiply the recipe because if I did, it would go over. It would go over int limit. I can only do 2 at a time. Oh no. I love breaking and replacing primal shrooms for an hour. True. Yes. That is fun. Yes. Do we need any weird non-consumables? No, I think that's good. So we just need to put this in a circuit 1. Which I totally or circuit 0. Let's go check on that. All right, 192 of this, and we're missing 12K Eta Mesons. That's fine. And what I can do about that is I've been letting my shitty little cyclotron cook for a little while. We've got 17K Eta Mesons. So this is 100 million. I'm gonna take this little 16K out and just put it in my network because fuck it, why not? I think there is a way to do like a no viz room viz. There's someone posted something about this, like a good early game viz source. Oh my god, I don't have an AAL that can. Holy shit! Oh no, did that just crash my server? Oh wait. I think we're okay. Okay, we're good. We're good. So it didn't like that I was crafting that many at the same time. Because this is already going through and nothing's going to change about it, I'm just going to press cancel on it. We can also cancel that. And I'm going to do 192 of this. Okay. That should mix. Let's go check on our mixers. Killing mobs does give viz. So you could do like a mob farm viz. And you're the only one going, which is kind of scaring me. Oh no, we've got a couple. Okay. Each of them is doing 12.9 seconds per each. That's not bad, actually. Okay, we let that go. Does EEC give viz or only mob drops? I don't think EEC gives viz. You need to make like a real physical mob farm for that, I feel like. Which is actually, I feel like people sleep on that in this pack. Okay, another thing I need to figure out. Apparently we need a heat capacity of 100,000 Kelvin. I'm not exactly sure how to achieve that with Godforge, but I think I can, honestly. For the core crystal, we have magnetohydrodynamically. We need to mix this Stargate Crystals Flurry. We need 256 million. Okay, wait a minute. I need to do some math here. I don't have pen or paper. Do I have a pen? I guess I guess no pen means I will just do this math in the computer. So, 256 million of this um, divided by 1,000 equals 256, 3, 600,000, 256 million divided by 1,000, okay, 1,000, 256,000 recipes. And that would cost 1, 2, 3, 4, 100 million, 100 billion. 1 trillion. EU per tick. Takes 5 seconds. Oh, this gives me the total already. 100 million, 100 billion, 100 trillion times 256,000. What is that? 100 trillion is 1E14 times 256,000 is 2.56E19. Oh, Jesus. How much energy do we have? Oh, we're good. We're golden. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Let's program this recipe here. Wisp EEC is a good way to get essences, but yeah, to get Viz, you'll need to do a mob farm. I feel like I saw... Ooh, I am so sorry if that was loud. I just smacked my mic arm. Let's do... He's not happy with me. This will be our Circuit 24 mixer. Doing this one recipe. And I'm going to multiply this until we get 256 million, maybe? Maybe I'll... that's fine. And then we need 256 million per... per crystal. Okay, whatever. Let's just do max parallels. 256,000 or whatever. Yeah, fuck it. That many parallels. And we need 512 million. 6-phase copper plasma. Oh. Hello, Aubrey. How's it going? Bee breeding speedrun from forest plus meadow to imperial. Wow. That is a speedrun category I had not even thought of. I don't think I would do that. I don't know how I feel about doing bees on a second run, like, period. Like, I've done bees before, so, like, breeding them again, I feel like wouldn't bring me so much joy. But also, I'll probably wait a long time before I do another playthrough anyway, so... Okay, we gotta plasma fab this up. Alright, let's go take a front seat to my energy while I watch it all get deleted. We've got 3 quintillion? What is that? 100 million, 100 billion, 100 trillion, 100 quadrillion, 100 quintillion, 3 sextillion. Okay, energy units. We need 512 million of this. Fucking... Don't do that to me. Okay, let's watch our energy just turn to dust, shall we? I guess the expensive parts aren't really going yet. We're kind of tanking it. We're kind of doing okay. Copper singularity. Ugh. Thaumcraft would be cool if permawarp didn't exist. You know you can cleanse permawarp, right? Oh, there we go. A little bit. Yeah, Nidus would be nice, but I don't think it works in my nightly, which is crazy. There's like some config or some some type of library, or I don't even know what it's called, infrastructure that got changed in my nightly, but only in this nightly, and I think it got reverted right back. And there's a bunch of cool open computers things that I can't like do anything about. It's so sad. Yeah, yeah, I'll be waiting for the power goggles. Yeah, you didn't know you can cleanse perma warp? Here, check this out. There's a tab called Kamehameha. That's one way to do it. This quest you can do as soon as you have access to Osmeridium. That's like the big thing, which is a LUV, so 2 IV hatch blast furnace. And then as soon as you get that, you can turn all that stuff in to get a pure tier, which purges all of your warp. Permanent, temporary, sticky, whatever the hell warp, all the different types of warp. It seems to be working. It just requires a lot of stuff, which is fine. And then once we get these, oh, we have the crystal dust. I'm just going to pick that up because it makes me happy. There's two different Stargate crystals that we can make. One of them we can already make, and that is the controller crystal. So we need to figure out how we can get our helioflux melting core up to 100,000 Kelvin. Gonna lurk and get some sleep. Well, good night, GG. Cakey. I hope that you get some very restful sleep, and thank you for popping in today. It's much appreciated. I know brain soap exists. All warp is stinky. Real. Okay, what heat are we at currently? 235,000 parallels. 30k effective heat capacity. So, okay. We can up the voltage of processing. I don't think that's going to help. There's a way to do this, and I'm not really sure. Stats overview. Preview fuel factor. Processing voltage. Heat on the power forge. 3.29 E4. Why is it in scientific notation? What's the best way to do this then? I think I can use magnetohydrodynamically and crank the fuel consumption factor. Let's see what that does. 52k. All right, I mean, if we crank this to 200, 59k. I remember someone saying to me that you should reduce the amount of parallels that you're using in order to get the higher heat, but I'm not sure I understand how you would do that. We could also just consume like a whole fuck ton of stellar fuel, right? That is an option. Like, how bad is that? 64 liters every 5 seconds is not that bad. Maybe not 20,000. Let's do 9,999. Let's see how bad that is. Okay. And what heat are we at? 93? Okay. 15,000. This is getting into very dangerous territory with consumption. 97? Okay, maybe we do need to do a very quick... Okay, we're gonna go back to 10 real quick. I'm gonna calculate the recipes. And this is, whoa, 1,209,000 seconds? Oh, Jesus. Oh my gosh. I don't really know how I need to, like, knock this out, honestly. I guess we can throw that in there. Wow. I'm honestly wondering if I should take a backup here. Because if I fuck this up, like, this could either, like, ruin my power grid or really fuck up a lot of other things. Let me catch up with chat. I'm starting bees at UHV, just speeding through all the mutations right now, but it's still a grind, even with the ultimate time anomaly. Yeah, I agree. You need to do some like gendistry stuff. I hear that that's really nice for doing quick mutations. Um, but yeah, you do need to get like halfway through bees before you can even do gendistry stuff because you need the Nequata combs or whatever, like the plutonium combs. But yeah, it's kind of a pain. What bees do you use the most? Currently, not many. At like UXV, you're basically only using Dragon Blood bee. I even stopped using Infinity bee, which gives you like a supplemental comb. Kevlar bee is huge. That's a good one. Seaweed bee is slept on. Early on, Cinerium and Trinium bees are good. Europium, Americium, all those bees are really nice. There is an OC program for that, yeah. Let me check if our backup is coming through. I did not mean to open DaVinci Resolve. I am not editing videos right now. Okay, we're almost backed up. I'm gonna look through this one more time. Stats overview. Someone said something about like reducing the parallel count in order to like profit here. I'm not really sure what they mean by that. I don't know if I physically can do that. Unless I like drop some of these upgrades here. We have 5,690 graviton shards. That could help. All right, let's hit it. 25,000 fuel consumption. 4,000 liters every 5 seconds is pretty much nothing, actually. And then we have hit a heat of 101 957K capacity. Let's Stargate. Let's send that. And that's going to 195,000 seconds? Yo, I am glad we took a backup because that is not gonna fly. What the fuck? Um, I guess I just like void the craft maybe? Can I reduce the fuel consumption right now? Would that void the craft? Oh, wait a minute. Chat, did I cook? It only needs to be consuming the fuel for that quick amount of time just to know that it has the heat, right? Yeah, that's a very hot 54 hours. Input separation, voiding mode, lock recipe. Yeah, there's nothing I can tell that can just reduce the parallels like that. Is that what people did for this? I have an idea, chat, and that's a lot of magnetohydrodynamically constrained star material to just void, right? Oh, do I just let it go? That feels so weird. Here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to get a second one of these bad boys. I'm gonna hook this up so that way other crafts can come through. I'm just gonna let it go, I guess. Or output bus. Where's my like there we go, 9.2E. Love those. Hello, Killer Doggy. How's it going, my friend? How are you doing? It's been a hot minute. I'm gonna be lazy right now and just connect this up like that. Let's grab some data sticks. One, two, oh, one, two. I'll do this. Flip it around. Do a little bit of a prio rotation for the funsies. Now let's try TPV alloy ingot right now. That should come through on this once it's all mixed up and happy. I think it went through. Who knows? It's doing good, man. How you been? I've been well. I've been making music and stuff, and we're almost to Stargate here. I'm making some Stargate crystals, some Stargate frame parts, and other stuff like that. Things are good. How about you, my friend? Can we sustain that amount of energy? Yeah, I guess. This is weird. I'll probably ask someone for like a tip because I have two more Stargate crystals that I need to get through. We need to do both of these. And I'm not gonna wait 54 fucking hours for that, right? So I'll ask in the Discord and I'm gonna let that other one cook. Because that's fine. 54 hours for one of them is fine. And I just hooked up another blast furnace anyway, so I guess we're fine. But honestly, I'm so sorry, Killer Dog. You caught me right at the end. I think I'm happy to call it there. I don't think there's anything else that we gotta hit. That's crafting. All of our different parts are crafting. We did our gay AAL stack, which is pretty huge. Come back to this. Maybe I'll take a nice little picture of this now that we're here. What's the best way to take a picture of this? Ooh, that's pretty good. And I'll take a picture of this recipe. Perfect. It'd be nice to have a like a little terminal on this subnet, but I'm not gonna mess around. I think this is all good. All right, chat. Let's go find somebody to raid as I say my normal stuff. I've been chilling, man, just doing life stuff, but now you're a good man. I'll be streaming probably on Saturday, and we'll pick this up again and do some more. I don't know. I'll find something to do. I think we need some chaos shards and some random Stargate shit. I'll be just slowly crafting things out and stuff. Probably something to do with shoving a fuck whack of amps into the machine to parallel craft. That is true. Gay Bacon Machine Go Burr. Nice stream. Thank you, Aubrey. Alright, let's go find somebody to raid. Anyone that we know playing? Do you guys know? GTNH. Cat's Cozy Games is playing. Ooh, Duct with the Nether Run. Alright, let's go raid Duct. That's like a no-brainer right there. So, as per normal, be kind to yourself and others, and do the best that you can. And I promise it will be enough. And thank you for joining me today. And you know what? If I gotta do the self plug thing. If you want to, I did just release some new music. One thing called Desecrate and one thing called Seraphim. One of them's like some electronic, like dark electronic synthwave music. That's Seraphim. And one's like Destiny 2 soundtrack, like video game soundtrack stuff. That would be Desecrate. And if you do want to check those out, I'll put links in VOD. I don't know. You know where to find my shit at this point. But thank you. Thank you for hopping in. And that's all. Peace tonight, everybody.